It is Friday, May 10th, and today I want to talk about how I profit from swing trading EXK. That's Endeavor Silver, a primary silver miner based off of Mexico. I think it's Canadian. It's a Canadian company. But of course, after I go over the account, which is down quite a substantial amount, more than the market percentage-wise. So here it is. I'm sitting at 56,600. The main reason why I'm further down than the market is this little company right here called Apple. It's a huge part of my account at the moment. It has lost 5.1% this week. A lot more than my account overall. My account actually held pretty well at only losing 3.23% compared to Apple's 5.1%. But it's still losing to the overall market combined. The SPY being down 2.14% for the week. Last time I made a video log, I was sitting right here at 58,800, which was an all-time high. Hopefully I get up to that all-time high again soon, but as you can see, the week has been very dramatically negative. So you can see here Apple is down $300 just today. It's lost over $1,000, so more than half of the loss of the account is due to Apple, which is less than half of the account. So quite a big contributor, but no worries, I know it's gonna go back up again. In fact, EXK is the other big loser, and it's lost about $100 in there, so that's been contributing as well. I did sell. I started to scale into EXK, if you can remember. Well, let's just start going into it. All right, so I've been trading EXK, swing trading it for quite some time now, and using the scaling in and scaling out method, and I'll show you. One of them is logged into the history here in Robinhood. I've been doing this for many years now though, and I have quote unquote never had a losing trade on EXK, but I still have quite a bit of the company. And if I did sell some of it in another account, then I'd have a pretty big loss, but I haven't yet. But I've been making money from scaling in and out for quite some time. I think overall I've made quite a bit more than I've lost off of EXK. Even though the company's been on a downtrend since 2011, I've still managed to make money off of it. If you look at the 5-year chart, you'll see how far down it is. It's down 61% over 5 years. So let's go to the history of EXK, which is Endeavor Silver. If you remember, I started scaling in to the miner at 210. I bought 200 shares, but then I thought that it wasn't going to go up very far. It went up for a little bit, and I thought that it wasn't going to go up further, so I sold at 216. I think it's a couple videos ago. So I sold right here and at the end of the week. I think last video maybe I mentioned that. I sold it at 216 on the way down here, and then it's been dropping all the way down to 189, which is where it's sitting right now, which is a point where I would be willing to start scaling in again. If we pull it out into the year chart, you can see what's going on here. It bottomed out last November, December at 179 right here, around 180, and it's hovering around this area now. So I think it's time to start scaling in. So what that means is I'll buy 200 shares to bring the total to 600. If when it drops some more, I'll buy 200 more, and then if it drops more, I'll buy 200 more, etc. until I have a pretty sizable position. And then once it starts going over what I think the stock is priced at the worth at the moment, which is around $2 for me at this very moment. Obviously it's dependent on the price of silver, and that could change, etc. But I think it's overvalued, even undervalued, excuse me, even compared to the price of silver right now. So I'll start scaling in, and once the price reaches over $2, $2.50, I'll start scaling out of the position. If we look at the history here, you'll see it. Let's see, show more history. So here's the sell that I talked about at 216 for just a $12 profit or something like that. $12.04. But it's better than a big loss since it dropped all the way down to 189. And here are the different scalings. The last time I had any activity for EXK was on March 25th, where I've sold 200 shares at 282, and you can see all the way down here it's another sell at 277, sell at 273, 200 shares sold at 272, 200 shares sold at 268, at 264, 260, 258, 246, etc. And it's at 189 now, so if I had held on to these shares, I would have been in big trouble. But all these shares I was scaling into over here, look at 209, $2, 181, etc. I bought 550 at 181, 550 at $2, then 100 shares at 209, etc. Well, actually that was a sell, but over here 189 I bought 250, etc. So, and then 100 share increments before that. Now I'm going to try to start buying back in. I'm trying to be more organized this time and see if I can make some gains again. Silver has been pretty beaten up again, and Endeavor Silver and the rest of the silver mining complex as well. If we go to the silver mining complex, SIL is the ETF that tracks the silver miners. You'll see how they're down 3% over the week here, and if you look at the yearly chart, 25%. Now EXK is more volatile than the rest of the silver miners combined, so bigger losses and bigger gains are to be expected there. So we'll see how that works out. I'm expecting to do well again. One thing I will note though is that it seems a little bit scary right here, the way it's been dropping since the 282 peak. Well, apparently I sold some at 282 on the very peak. It's a really strong decline, and usually that needs a little bit of time to slow down or a catalyst to, oh my goodness. Well, I'm not gonna redo the video, but I've been showing you my face the entire time instead of the screen. That's all right. So here's the chart. Apologize for that. This is the 1-year chart for EXK. You see here bottomed out at 179, and we're hovering around that level again. But it's a very sharp decline, it seems like. So I don't know. It would either needs a catalyst to shoot back up in the opposite direction and do a hard bounce, or it might take some time like this right over here to consolidate before it starts heading back up, which is the more likely scenario. But the speed at which it's been dropping, it makes me think that it will drop even below this 179 price. But I can start scaling in now because that's not that concerning if it goes down to 150 or even 140 or 30. I'll be buying at those levels too. So I'll be converting some of the short-term treasuries that I have into it. So let's see how much money I have saved up for EXK trading. GSY. So I have up to $3,500 I can scale in. So that's quite a bit of shares. Can't do the math right now, but it's a lot. All right. My current price targets for it, for scaling in, is now, right? So tomorrow, if it drops a little bit, it stays the same price, I'll buy 200, and then for scaling out is 250 or more. So anything below that, I'll be looking to buy more. Anything above 250, I'll be looking to sell. That obviously shifts as the market versus metals market shifts. That's how I scale and swing trade EXK, and it's been working pretty well for me. You can try it if you want. I don't recommend listening to me or copy any of my trades. Even if I do get it right, the time at which I do it is not going to be the same time as you. You might be a day late or 2 days late, and then the price is going to be different. Something in the market may have changed that may sell at that position. So, and just as a general rule, I would never copy any other trader but yourself, right? You are a trader, and your original ideas and trades are probably better than copy anybody else's out there. So the best thing you can do is just to develop yourself to be a proper investor and trader, whatever type of market player you want to be. That's my personal advice. But then again, I'm just some dude trying to get 2 million in this video log. Hopefully you're doing the same thing. Now $2,000 and $2,200 further away from that. But as I might look to buy some more Apple, or hopefully the EXK trade works out really well over the next few months, and the rest of the account lifts up as well, and I will have erased some of these losses. Amazingly, chemicals stopped dropping. I think I have some put. Yeah, I have a put sold for $10. So it didn't really reach that target. I was kind of hoping they would actually accumulate some more shares because I only have 200 right now. I want more chemical shares. Really strong company that I like. All right. Well, I just wanted to show you what my plans are for EXK, and how I plan to play it in the coming months here as the market weakens. And that's about it. Just to update you on the account. Nothing really else important to talk about at this very moment. But if I think about something, I'll let you know. From time to time, I like to try to add in some educational stuff for any beginners or people who are looking to do something similar to what I'm doing, which is getting this account to 1 million. Just got to do it, like money managing style. But let me know what your big trade ideas are. Like, I'm always curious to see what other investors and traders are doing and try to grow their account. All right, well, I think that's about it for now. It's pretty late here on Thursday nights, Friday morning. Hopefully you'll enjoy your weekend and your Friday, TGIF, and that's about it. Peace out.